Hey, what's going on, Poke fans? Welcome to Pokemon TCG Center. Today's video we're looking at Malamar and Orbeetle deck with the new ability Bugs Raider, which says that once during your turn you might look at the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck and put them back in any order you want. With the Brainwave, you can hit for 90 plus 30 more for each psychic energy attached to this Pokemon. Really interesting approach to the deck. Basically, I decided to play it with almost standard Malamar list, but just decided to include 2 of that Orbeetle so I can use that Bugs Raider. Additionally, 4 copies of Jirachi for the Stellar Wish, 2 Giratinas with Distortion Door as the main attacking Pokemon, and 4 Inkeys and 4 Malamars. For the tech, I decided to go with 1 Mew and 1 Mimikyu so I can Shadow Box my opponent. GX Pokemons, for example, Mewtwo, but still not quite sure how effective it will be as long as they can find the what's the name of that tool card? Can't actually remember it right now. That can simply negate the effect of your abilities done. Anyways, 4 copies of Mysterious Treasures and 4 copies of Quick Ball as well. Then I decided to go with 1 Ordinary Rod so I can recycle back some Pokemons and potentially Grass Energies if it's necessary, if we are forced to discard them earlier in the game. 2 Rare Candies and 2 Weird in Forest. Supported lineup 4 Cynthia and 4 Research with 2 copies of Rosa, which will allow us to much easier find and get access to Orbeetle, and 2 of each, a Skateboard and a Spell Tag, 1 Recycle, 2 Grass, and 6 regular Psychic Energy cards. So this is the deck list that I will use in today's video. Make sure to consider subscribing, hit the likes up if you already didn't, which will mean that you can actually support me a little bit by doing that, and I will always appreciate that. So yeah, that's the deck list that I will use in today's video. Let's see what we can do with it and how good actually will be. So see you in the game. Alright, so a little bit different than usual. We are going to play Malamar deck today with some improvements, if we can call that as improvement. Really interesting approach to Malamar with new grass type Pokemon that can actually rearrange the top 3 cards of our opponent deck. Oof, look at my opening hand, what a mess. 3 Cynthias, Research, Mimikyu, Malamar. I think I'm probably not gonna need Malamar, at least as from what I can see. I think my opponent is playing some type of Ninetales Chinchino deck and who knows what else. If I see a Mewtwo, I will probably consider benching down the Mimikyu, but probably that's just not gonna happen. It's pretty much the Reshizard and some sort of a Firebox deck on the other side. So I really need to, actually it's even not, it's something non-GX. So I really need to get good Cynthia here, otherwise it's not going to be good. So many cards, but none of them are actually good. Alright, speaking about Viridian Forest, we can go for it. Yeah, 4 Mysterious Treasure, 3 Quick Ball. Wasn't able to find any of these cards, so let's see what we can find with the Stellar Wish. Research, obviously a way to go, and energy to be attached or not. I guess I don't need to attach it. If my opponent puts Absol in play, then of course you can benefit from it. If not, then it's pretty much unnecessary. So there's a Marnie. Alright, so we'll be forced to reshuffle my hand down to 4. Let's see what we can find here. Inkay and Mysterious Treasure with the Research. Fair enough. Really good hand. I think I will probably consider going for one Giratina in this case. The reason for that is simple. I have research, so I also want to discard, or I can potentially go for just a Malamar and have one in play. We shall see, actually. It all depends on the top deck. There's also Zacian on the other side. Unfortunately, cannot be targeted by the Great Catcher anyways, and Evolution Instance, which might be for Rabbit, okay. As expected, I can say that, because he just plays the Ditto this turn in play. There's a Fire Crystal, which will allow my opponent to grab 2 Fire Energies back into his hand. One can then be used for Energy Attachment, and Interrupted Sword for 3 extra cards. My opponent's turn just ended. I wasn't able to wake up, but my top deck was a Malamar. Alright, then Mystery Treasure definitely needs to be for that Giratina. And what are we gonna do next? We will use Viridian Forest for Giratina in order to grab that Psychic Energy. And I will also use my Distortion Door. And 1 damage. And 1 damage. Why not? Okay, let's just go with the research for now. Perfect. Quick Ball for Psychic Energy, which will means that I will grab myself a Blipbug. Bleep Bug. Whatever. What a strange name that is. Let's go with Malamar, and I didn't use my Stellar Wish yet. Great Catcher or a Quick Ball. Alright, I'm still in good position, I should say that. We both kind of need to set up a couple turns, and then we should just start battling each other. I can't wait to see both decks in action. I'm just gonna give my deck slight advantage just because of that Bug's Raider. Powerful ability. Also Brainwave might be good for the one-hit knockout against Zacian, for example. But the bad thing is that Zacian has resistance minus 30. Imagine minus 30, so that's like 1 extra energy. In order to one-hit Zacian, I need to hit for 220. 30... If I have 5 energies, that's 240. So I need to have 6 energies in my Orbeetle, which is, I think, impossible. Nearly impossible, because I only run 6 Psychic Energies, 2 Grass, and 1 Recycle. So it is nearly impossible. But as long as I have 2 copies of Malamar in play, that's okay. As long as I can recycle that... recycle energy from turn to turn for the Shadow Impact and Distortion Door, I'm gonna be pretty much good. But also, 2 Prize against Zacian might be good. The only problem is that I can't target Zacian anyways, so it is impossible for me to target Zacian. And what I'm gonna need here will be 1 Rare Candy. Still, as long as he has Zacian, he can grab 3 cards, and then my Bug's Raider wouldn't be effective anyways. But also with Make the Chinchino, he can get some extra resources. So for me, the best top deck is a supporter card, not the Rosa. But still, it is supporter card. One thing is for sure, we're not gonna need Mimikyu. And I'm hoping for, let me see. Yeah, I can definitely go for Giratina. I'm hoping for something like a Switch or a Skateboard. Yeah, alright, that's good. And I'm also happy to hit first and Shadow Impact my opponent for the first prize card in the game. The 4 damage counters, I'm gonna put them on the Malamar. Hopefully my opponent can snipe the bench, we shall see. If he can, then I made a mistake. But if he can't, then it's okay, because I'm not quite sure for how much he can hit with his stage 2. Not even sure what's the name of the card. But I know that I played that deck like a week or two ago. Alright, so there's another Marnie, and I wish I played those Mysterious Treasures and Quick Ball so I don't draw in them again. Oh, Cinderace, okay. So yeah, Flare Striker for 190. More than enough for the knockout against Giratina, so I should just put the damage in Giratina next time, just in case. Stellar Wish. Into Rare Candy. Okay, so the problem is that he already managed to also find Vulpix. Might be a little bit scary with the Ninetales in play. Flare Striker for the knockout, and we need to find a way to knock that Cinderace out. The good thing is there's a skateboard as well as a switch, so I'm just gonna need some sort of Cynthia or maybe Rosa, even better. Alright, let me first put that Giratina in play. And let me apply some pressure to Vulpix and Jirachi. Easiest way to knock them out. Stellar Wish for research. Okay, but I'm losing 2 rare candies. That is actually not something that I can feel comfortable with it. So I'm just gonna get rid of another Giratina into my discard pile. Before that, let me see what else I can find here with the Stellar Wish. Quick Ball, okay. So I guess I can discard something else in addition to that. First, let me use 2 recharges. And then I will use also a Quick Ball, and the card that I might not need will be another Jirachi for sure. Switch to Giratina and a research for 7, so I'm just looking for 1 energy and I was not able to find it. Luckily there is a Viridian Forest. Alright, and the problem is that I'm only hitting for like 130, which is not even enough for the knockout. Alright. Sooner or later I will find somehow my spell tag, and once I find it I will attach it and I will also use it. Next turn my opponent can definitely knocks me out, and actually this turn, and when he knocks me out I can use Rosa. And with the Rosa, I can grab Rare Candy, maybe another Pokemon like, I don't know what, something to discard to thin my deck a little bit, and a basic energy, which can also be a grass, for example. But I will need Psychic in this case. Maybe even grass, it doesn't matter anyways. Research is the way to go, maybe as well. Oh, Night Temptation, will he go for Bipluk? No, for Malamar. Alright, actually that's not bad for me. Not at all. Not at all when I think twice. He might not be able to attack. He should be able to attack. Yeah, of course. He should be able to knock my Malamar out. Alright, 2 Stellar Wishes available for me. Not gonna cry about that, for sure. And I can maybe even try to set up another Giratina here. Manually attaching energies, but I don't think that's gonna be a smart decision anyways. As long as he had that Ninetales, my bench is very vulnerable. So another Mysterious Treasure top deck. Let's go for the Rosa. We can do it. I can go for 1 grass and look at it. I don't have Rare Candy. You gotta be kidding me. No Rare Candy. That's tough. Really it is. Not even a spell tag. You gotta be kidding me. Not even a spell tag. That's a disaster. We need to replace Stadium, but we don't have opportunity for that anyways. Really, really, really tough. Alright, Stellar Wish into Ordinary Rod. Well, can be used for the next turn as well. Retreat to Giratina. Psychic Recharge. And I can actually do something like this. Do we need Mew? Maybe for late game, so let's be smart. Okay, I miscalculated myself. Dang. Alright, never mind. You can reshuffle back 2 energies and 2 Pokemons. And I thought like, well, I will just recycle 2 Inkeys and 2 Malamars. What the heck was on my mind? I desperately need Spell Tag. No doubt about it. But at least I can knock one of those Cinderace out next turn, potentially. I hope so. If my opponent targets Malamar, I can bring back Giratina. So that's the good... Okay, there's the Marnie as well. So something like a Spell Tag should work. Mew can work as well. Mew can work as well, definitely. With the Mew, we can target Cinderace on the bench and knock it out, which might be even better solution. And I think I will probably go for it. Alright, so there's the Fire Crystal for 3 fire energies. And how many resources my opponent have in his discard pile? A lot. I wish my rare candy was not prized, so I can even attack with that bug type Pokemon, but unfortunately not gonna happen. There's the Ninetales, which is probably gonna be for another Malamar. Alright, so he definitely... Nope. Alright, he might realize that this baby boy might be a problem, so he wants to go for it. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it because it puts me in a comfortable position because I can right now put another Giratina in play, or I can set up another Malamar if I want. Just not sure if I have Inkay in my deck. I need to check that out. Speaking about Inkay, I managed to top deck Mew. Nope, unfortunately. There's no sign of it. So let's go with the Mew and with the Cynthia. Okay. Additionally, Great Catcher can be discarded. Stellar Wish into Switch. I have a couple options available. The first one is to knock the Cinderace on the bench, and another one is to knock the active Cinderace out. I think I can go for the knock against active one, just in case. 1 energy should be put on the Mew, so I can target this Cinderace. And Shadow Impact for the knockout. Hopefully it will give me the... Spell Tag. Nah, the worst thing, Jirachi. I can't do nothing with this card, but it's okay. I mean, let's be honest. It's okay. What is not okay is that I still couldn't find myself a recycle energy. Neither second rare candy because it's priced. So here in my prize cards, I know that one card is an Inkay, another card is Spell Tag, another card is a Spell Tag, and another card is a rare candy. So I know all of my price cards. I just don't know which of them is a spell tag. If I can find spell tag, I can definitely use it for good things, like for example 4 damage counters on the Jirachi, so maybe even 4 for Chinchino, but I will consider going for Jirachi. Alright, so there's the switch. The only problem is that my opponent is 2 prices ahead of me, and that's what actually considered me a little bit. But the good thing is that he don't have, there's another 9 Temptation, which might be for the Mew, which might be for the Malamar. It's probably gonna be for Malamar. No, for the Mew. He decided to go for the Mew. Alright. Which is okay, because still with the Giratina I can put 4 damage counters on Malamar. I don't need to put 4 damage counters on Giratina and knock out myself, so yeah, I'm not that crazy. At least. How many Fire Crystals he used? Only 2 of them. Wow, so he still have plenty left. Alright. The good thing is that I finally managed to find myself a recycle energy. Literally, is there anything I can do with that quick ball? Potentially it is. Let's just go with 1 Psychic Recharge. We are hoping for the top deck. Alright, Distortion Door for the knockout and 4 for the Malamar. Spell tag is the way to go. And it is an Inkay. Alright, the card that I actually didn't need. He can knocks me out with a Tackle for 10, which just... Alright, so he decided to evolve. And that's the GG, unfortunately. That is a GG, unfortunately. He can Stellar Wish, he can retreat. Absolute will be absolute MVP here. There's another 9 Temptation. He definitely wants to go for Biplug, no doubt about it. Biplug is the only problem for my opponent, technically, because he is the only one who can one-hit knockout his Cinderace. And yeah, even if I try to sleep my opponent, I can buy myself a turn, but what can I do with that? Nothing, because I desperately needed that spell tag and I couldn't find it. So yeah, obviously my opponent managed to win this game. Yeah. Really, really, really desperate time. Stellar Wish into the switch. Not that I need it. Not that I need it. I'm gonna put another Inkay just in case. But actually, when I think twice, he have that Tackle for the knockout anyways. So yeah, right now I definitely lost. The only way would be to put another Giratina and hope that he don't have energy, but there's the John Harden play, let's be honest, so then yeah, then he would need just the energy and he could just retreat into Cinderace as well. Yeah, key cards was prized, so 2 spell tags and the rare candy was prized, and I couldn't basically get back from it. I really needed those cards. I couldn't one-hit knock out Cinderace, unfortunately, and that actually cost me the game here. Yeah, that's the GG. You gotta be kidding me. Literally. 380 damage. The biggest attack that he did, 1520 damage dealt in total. Yeah, from my side, 1040. Second rare candy, unfortunately, was in the prize cards, and that's the GG.